The Attorney General and Minister of Justice, Dr. Priscilla Schwartz, Thursday, February 28, 2020, in the well of the Sierra Leone Parliament, stood firm to pilot the bill entitled the National Disaster Management Act of 2020. Speaking to MPs in the well of Parliament about the merit of the proposed act, the country's Attorney General noted that it would pave the way for the eventual creation of the National Disaster Management Agency, which shall have offices throughout the country and shall be responsible for the management of disasters in Sierra Leone.
The National Disaster Management Agency Act 2020 being an act to provide for the establishment of the National Disaster Management Agency to manage disasters and similar emergencies throughout Sierra Leone, to establish offices of the agency throughout Sierra Leone, to establish national, regional, district and chiefdom disaster management committees, to establish a national disaster management fund to provide for finances for the prevention and management of disasters and similar emergencies throughout Sierra Leone, and to provide for other related matters be read the first time.
But a submission on the viability and suitability of such an agency was a bit not convincing to many MPs, more so in a country like Sierra Leone, where many departments are already in the forefront to manage disasters, like the Office of National Security (ONS), the Environment Protection Agency (EPA), and the National Protected Area Authority (NPAA). The Speaker of the Sierra Leone Parliament, Honorable Dr. Abbas Cherno-Bundu, had this to say as he facilitated the debate for MPs.
Through the bill, and all I see is a notion of disaster management. The nearest that comes to prevention is the notion of disaster risk reduction. I have not seen anywhere any measure of the importance of preventing disaster.
Honorable Ibrahim Tawakonte, the chairman of the Committee on Environment, thrashed the bill on the grounds that it does not make clear as to the supervising agency under which the yet-to-be-opened National Disaster Management Agency would operate.
Mr. Speaker, if you look at the interpretation of the bill, there is no ministry designated the responsibility of managing or supervising the disaster management agency that we are about creating. And if I can see through the mind of His Excellency the President, I want to say the Ministry of Environment was created principally to coordinate, to manage, and to ensure that they take the lead in terms of managing the environment, which also has to do with disaster prevention, disaster management, and disaster risk reduction. But if there is no clear outline in this bill as to the responsible ministry that should take responsibility of overseeing the disaster management agency, Mr. Speaker, I see a problem from the beginning.
Honorable Daniel Kuruma of Constituency 46 in Koinadugu District doubted the bill on the grounds that it does not make clarity on the area of collaboration of all the existing agencies and departments in the forefront to manage disasters in the country.
Those institutions are operating isolatedly. Who takes control from whom? Nobody. Ministry of Lands goes on its own way in the name of disaster prevention and management and demolition of houses based on what they deem fit. And then, in another shape or form, the EPA will also go and demolish other houses, other premises, based on their own evaluation. And then NPAA, in respect of the protected areas of which the peninsula is part of it, they will also go and take their own action with no umbrella organization. So I believe by passing this bill and establishing this agency can serve as an umbrella organization to coordinate the activities of all those agencies.
Honorable Catherine Zainab Tarawali of Constituency 37 in the Bombali district objected to the bill on the grounds that it should not have made provision for a disaster management agency, but rather a department that should be more focused on prevention than management of disasters.
I am just thinking the preventive mechanism should have been one key factor into this bill. Can you just go always to manage after disaster has taken place without us having what we call a preventive mechanism, talking to our people, telling them the problems of disaster and how to prevent the disaster before us coming in to manage this disaster? For me, I think preventive mechanism should have been a key factor into this entire bill.
But Honorable Sir Emerson Lamina, the leader of the Coalition for Change C4C party, has a different look at the bill as compared to most of his colleague MPs.
Mr. Speaker, remember, a very strong bill and a very fine bill for this nation. And the only few beef I will owe are those. I've had several opinions that a directorate be created instead of an agency. No. If we want to really stand up to international best practices, then a disaster management agency in Ghana, in Nigeria, as well as in Rwanda. In fact, in Rwanda, you have a whole ministry of disaster management. We cannot go to that now. But because we want to stand and speak on the platform of international best practices, the establishment of this agency is but necessary. As chairman for Mines and Mineral Resources in this house, has made me to know the importance of NMA regulating the activities of mining companies, working under the Ministry of Mines and Mineral Resources. Likewise, also the Ministry of Environment being created, they need just this agency to regulate or to give anyone in science.
The argument of Honorable Lamina seems to be in sync with the Sendai Framework for Disaster Risk Reduction 2015 to 2030. The Sendai Framework was the first major agreement of the post-2015 development agenda and provides member states with concrete actions to protect development gains from the risk of disaster. And Priority 2 of the Sendai Framework talks about strengthening disaster risk governance to manage disaster risk. This notes that disaster risk governance at the national, regional, and global levels is very important for prevention, mitigation, preparedness, response, recovery, and rehabilitation. Some other MPs on the side of the ruling Sierra Leone People's Party (SLPP) attempted to speak good about the bill, but later the leader of the main opposition, All People's Congress (APC), Honorable Cherno Majuba, moved a motion that the debate be deferred to the next sitting for better understanding by MPs and for the lawmakers to scrutinize the bill so that it can be in tune with existing laws dealing with the management of disasters in the country. The motion was seconded and adopted by the House. For Salone Parliament Eye on Gla TV Online, I am Abdullah Gla reporting.